Hello, welcome to MED Analyst channel today. So this is day 2 for our Python summer party. So for day 2, we're working with Amazon as a product analyst on the Amazon sponsored advertising team, investigating sponsored products, ads, engagement across electronics category. So the team wants to understand click-through rates, variations to optimize targeted advertising strategies. So we'll get right in and solve this using our Python. If you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe to my channel, check out the previous videos, like these videos, and drop your comments. So this is a 15 days project, like I said. So kindly follow me so that you could be a part of this journey. So let's get right in. So we have the data set here already. I already imported the pandas and the numpy. Okay, now so this is the table we have. I have the product table, and I also have the ad performance data. So this is the fact table, while the product is a dimension table. So I already converted them to data frame. What this does, it helps me to store this object in a tabular form, 2-dimension, rows and column. So I'll be able to access them like I would access on Excel or SQL. So firstly, I'm going to run this code. Okay. So loading, run again. Pending, so give it some time to load. When I run it, the code is registered with the system. Okay, it's loading. Good. So we have that. Now we have 3 questions here. The first question I'm going to be answering is, what is the average click-through rate for the sponsored products ads for each product category that contains the substring electronics in its name during October 2024. This analysis will help determine which electronics related categories are performing optimally. Now this problem I'm going to tackle it step by step. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to add a code cell. So I already imported pandas. So I'm going to convert my dates, recorded dates, into a date time data type, because currently it's text, is string. So if you remember the yesterday's, we did it. So I'm going to do that now. So the FCT ad performance that we have, which is this data frame. So I will not work with the FCT ad performance data because that's an object. So this is the frame I'm working with. So I want to access the recorded dates column. I've done that here now. So I want to assign a new variable to it. Instead of the text, I want to make it to date time. Sorry. So date time, I see here. Okay, so I'll put the same my system is loading. Okay, so recorded dates. So this is to convert. Let me put it on top. Convert the recorded date to a date time type. Okay, so when I run this, good, I get in there. So the next thing I want to do, I want to merge the 2 tables so that I can access it as they go. instead of getting to join every time. So I want to merge the two tables. So I'll merge the two tables. That means the dimension table and the fact table, the product table and the ad performance table. So merge the two tables. So how do I do that? So I will call this merged data. Merge data. You can call it merge data. So PD is the pandas, you know very well. So there's a function called merge. So with the merge now, I will now put the two tables I want to merge. So remember you're joining. Yeah, left join, right join, full join, outer join, and inner join. So we're doing an inner join here. So the first table is the facts ad performance. Second table is the dim products, not dim product data, dim products. Then it's going to ask me, okay, how do you want to join, on what category? I think we have a common column of a product ID, product, I think underscore ID. Let's check. Yes, product ID is here. Then if I check, I have product ID here too. So that will be the what I used to join the two tables. So how? The how gives me, like, is it inner, is it outer, is it cross, is it left? So I'm going to do an inner join. So now this is done. I'm showing you. Okay, I'm just going to ignore that. So when I run this, it's loaded. Good. So we are going to the next thing I'm going to do. Like you saw, now we have it put a table. What I'm seeing here is October 2024. So first of all, I want to get this data, those that are October 2024. First of all, let's print data so I will see what we have. Okay, let's print this and see. You get what is here. Now if you note that this column is here, it's just because it doesn't want to make it long, so it brought it down here. So we have. So what we're going to do now, before we print any final results, I'm going to get out October 2024. Remember, you cannot name your variable starting with numbers or characters. So I'm working now. I'm going to working with the merged data, like we had before. Merged data. Now I want to access the recorded date now. Remember what we did before. I want to access the year. Now the year must be equal to 2024. So I would like to put this in brackets. Yes. So and I want to check for two variables. So I'm just going to copy this. Save my time. Save this. So this will be months. Remember. So this will be what? 10. So this filters out when the year is 2024 and when the month is October, which is 10. Let me call it data. Good. So I want to filter the product categories to those that contains electronics. This category now. So that means it's going to streamline to this. So how do I work with that? So I'm going to call electronics data, right? So I'm just going to say filter for products. The reason I always put my comments to better explain what we're working on. Containing electronics. So what does that do here? We actually just filter for October 24. So yeah, we're going. So now the electronic data to be equal to, now I'm working with the October 24 data, remember. So from here now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to access the product category. Okay, since I'm not doing more than one check, I'm just going to leave everything together instead of all the braces. So October 24 data, I'm accessing the product category. You can see, start accessing that. I'm going to do the string. It's a function called string and contains. What does it contain? The word electronics. So is it case sensitive? False. It shouldn't be case sensitive. Then also going to check so we're going to add a NA. All the NA does, show you where I have it here, is to check for missing values. So I want to tell Python how to treat any missing values. I'll use false. What it does is that to ignore any missing values and to assume that yes, it doesn't contain electronics. Understand? So it could have been the left, but I want to put that for better structuring of my results. Okay, I think we'll stop here. Now let's print out electronics data. Let's see what we have. Just to be sure. Good. So product categories, all these have electronics. So we're getting there. So the next step we want to do is to calculate the click-through rate. And click-through rate is basically what's the data? Total clicks divided by total impression. So that's the click-through rate. Total clicks divided by total impression. So I'm gonna calculate the click through rate, CTR, which is equal to clicks divided by impressions. So I'm gonna comment this. So how do I go about this? Now, first of all, we're gonna get we're gonna get the impressions. Okay, yes. Data. Now, what we're going to do here, I want to make sure that the impression is greater than 0. You get it? So I'm going to make sure that the impression is greater than 0, just to avoid us dividing by 0. You know, divide by 0, it gives an error. So I want to filter out from the electronic data those that have impression greater than 0. Now, if you look at data set A, it doesn't really apply. But what if you have a data set of like 1,000,000 rows and you can't just check in one after the other, which is which? You understand? So what we're just going to do is for best practice, we're going to get out the impressions that are greater than 0. So I'll copy that, create a copy. So now I'm going to add a new column, under electronic data table. I'll add a new column, CTR, okay, to calculate total clicks. Remember I said total clicks, click-through rate is clicks divided by impression. So I'm going to do that for each of the ads ID, so per rows. So I'm going to access the total clicks. So I'll do that through the electronics data. So the click field divided by data impression. Good. So with this now, I'm able to divide the click by the impression. Now don't forget what I did here. I avoided dividing by 0. I put measure in place, division by 0, and whenever I do that, if we divide by 0, it's going to give you error, and to give us what we want. So I have to do this. This is for best practice, just to be double sure and double check. So we've gotten a click-through rate. So the next step we're going to take right now is to group the product category and calculate the average click-through rate. Now, if let's print electronic data, let's see something. You see, you now have a new click-through rates for each. Now, we want to group them by product category. Group by product category, and now calculate the average click-through rates for the CTR. So I'm going to be returning just 2 columns, the product categories and the CTR. Now let's do that. I'm going to say group by product category and calculate CTR. So what I want to do, I want to say average CTR per category. So it's always best to use a name that is understandable. So when someone is looking at your code, they understand what they are looking at. So I'm going to use a function called group by in the pandas. So I'm grouping by the product category. Underscore category. Now next column is CTR. So mean, I'm doing a mean, which is the average, remember, dot reset index. Now I will explain this. Okay, so explaining what it does, I got the data, electronic data I will have already. I group by the product category. So, and I get out the click-through rate column. Now I'm getting a mean of that. It could be sum, it could be max, mean, or the mean is the average. Now the reset index is after grouping, I want the product category to be the index of the new data frame that was created, the new table. So makes that possible. Okay, so the next step we'll take now is to present our reports. We already calculated the average CTRO for each product category. So I'm just going to print my results. Okay, let's print. Good. So this is giving me categories and the CTR for each of them. So we are done with question 1. So down to question 2. Which product category has a click-through rate greater than the aggregate overall click-through rate for sponsored products ads during October 2024? So this analysis will help identify high-performing categories for further optimization. For this question, so once we calculate CTR for each ads, then get the average cross ads by product category and overall. Okay, this is a step further. I'm going to add a code cell. Now I'm working on question 2. And one thing you will notice that we don't have to check for categories with substring of electronics. So what we'll do, we'll just pick up from the October 2024, because I think we still have that here. So we already merged, we already had filtered out October 2024. So I'm going to start from the October 2024 and then calculate. I'm going to calculate the click-through rate for that. So let's go. So calculate click-through rates. Okay, so I'm going to make sure that I have just data that have impression greater than 0. So I'm gonna good. So create a copy of it. Then we'll calculate CTR, create a new column. Remember, we'll have the column there. A new column CTR. Or let's call it CTR2. So have this, then use the clicks divided by impression. Clicks divided by impression gives us the click-through rate. Now, after calculating this, I want to group by product category. Remember, so which product category has a click-through rate greater than the aggregates. Okay, we're taking it step by step. Now I'm going to group by product category first, cross board. So remember what we did last time. So I'm going to call it average click-through rates I'll call it by instead of pair. Remember the pair is here already. So to give it a different name, category is equal to, okay, open square bracket, the October for data. I'm gonna for data and group by good. Group by what's the products by category. Then getting out this city arrow, I have there already. Then I want to do the mean on the mean of it, which is the average. So you can now do the reset, index, and the rest. Okay, stop there. Remember, everything I can try be on a column. So I wish you guys do that. Expecting to be longer than that. Okay, we've gotten our click-through rates across board. Now calculate the overall, because we're looking at greater than the overall average click-through rate. So the overall average CTR is supposed to this assess the CTR, then get the average. So this gives me the overall true rate. So now I want to find out among this product category, this table, which one is greater than the average of this. That means among this, which is greater than this. So now let's print out let's look at the overall. Let's see what's in the overall click-through rate. 0.068. What about the, let's click the table, member by. So we have this. So I want to check which is greater than 0.06, something like that. So now, so that's that. Those are high performing categories. So I call them high performing categories. Remember, I want to identify the high performing categories. I'll call it cats. So the average click-through rate by category. So I want to access the click-through rate that is greater than the overall. Remember, overall. So I'm checking the click-through rate that is greater than the overall click-through rate. So after doing that, let's comment this. So I think we already got what we're looking for. So let's print out this high performing category. Let's see. Good. These are the categories. So left for you. You can have the heading. So this gives us something good. I think we'll stop there. So So let's see the question. The product category has a click-through rate greater than the average aggregated overall. Okay, so these are the products that has the click-through rates greater than the overall. Okay, so we've gotten this. So question 3. Right here, right? Question 3. Now for question 3, let me add a code set. Let's read the question. So for the product categories identified in the previous question, for this, what is the difference? What is the percentage difference between their CTR and the overall average CTR for October 24? To quantify the performance gap, recommend specific categories for targeted advertising optimization. Okay, so a lot has been done already. We're just going to get, okay, we already have our high performing categories. We already have the overall average click rate and CTR. We already have the CTR per category. So we're going to add a new column. That's the percentage difference from overall. So this is the high performing category. I'm going to add a new column. Percent difference from overall. So this column is equal to the, remember, it's going to be equal to our okay, let's make it 2 lines. Rates. Okay. Now I'm going to divide all of this by the overall. So it's more like this divided by the overall. This minus the overall divided by the overall. So that's what we have here. So if I put this in the brackets, make it and divide by the overall. Okay. So multiply by 100 for percentage. Now let's print it out. Let's see. High category. Yes. Okay, so just ignore the message because I'm copying from there. Okay, now we've gotten the percentage difference from the overall. So we have here now. So just give us a new heading. Say high performing good. So they are performing categories with the click-through rates percentage difference from overall average for October 24. That's what we have right here. Thank you very much. That brings us to the end of day 2. So if you're new here, kindly check out previous videos, subscribe to the channel so you can stay updated with the remaining days for the challenge. Thank you very much. See you in day 3.